What's up, agents, and welcome back to another Division video. We are fresh out of the Ubisoft Forward and there is a lot to talk about. I'm going to split this over two videos. This one is going to be Year 6 Season 1, the first rogue. We're going to talk about all of Season 1 and the patch notes, and the second video will be more of a Year 6 roadmap video because we've also got that revealed as well with a lot of details to go through as well. So don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. And looking at this awesome artwork to start off, let's get straight into it. First detail right off the bat here, and with the videos as well that we saw, is Keena's watch orange? Or am I just going colorblind? I don't know. It looked orange to me, but I guess we will see. So right off the bat, we've got a whole bit of story here. I'll let you guys read that. It's not for me to spoil any of the story parts for you, but we've got the calendar. So we start off with Target Echo, then we've got Target Hercules, Target Leto, and Target NYX. We've got all the dates for these as well, but also a huge change here, the Wand Endgame, which starts tomorrow as well. This patch releases tomorrow, which I don't think anybody was expecting. I think most people were expecting a second PTS. We've got a apparel event as well on the 25th of June. So we'll not talk about the one end game yet. Well, in fact, we'll talk about it next because it's right next here. So let's go through the exact details of what exactly is going on and what we think this might mean for the game. So it says, with Year 6 Season 1, First Rogue, we are unifying the Division 2 and Warlords of New York DLC owners in one endgame. All owners of Tom Clancy's Division 2 will now be able to level up their characters to level 40 without the need to own Warlords of New York. Players will be able to keep leveling their characters beyond level 30 in the streets of Washington DC and reach the 40 cap. So no need to go to New York at all. You'll just be able to level straight to 40. Without any additional purchase whatsoever, which is great news. But we'll talk about the purchase in a little bit. I am actually going to, while we talk about this, I'm going to open my Uplay on the other screen because there is something that has updated on Uplay that is actually really relevant to this as well. So it says, upon reaching level 40, the end game will be available to all agents. And when it means that, it means like incursions, raids, and all things like that. So anything that you miss out on by not owning Warlords of New York, you will now have it, especially if you already own the game. And it says that there, you can see we've got leagues, global events, apparel events, manhunts, including the new one which starts tomorrow at level 40 game modes, summit, countdown, and the incursion in Paradise Lost. Warlords of New York remains available for additional purchase, offering exclusive story content, New York South manhunt map, and special gear. And what you got to remember there is as well, don't forget when we go and do Warlords of New York, you get skills that you won't get unless you go back to New York and do that. So in the store right now though, if you go into the Ubisoft store, and this might be super interesting if you've got friends that for some reason don't own the Division 2 anymore. So we're going to go into the store, and this one wants me to buy Assassin's Creed, but I want to search for Division. I'm going to drag this over so you guys can see it as well. But what you can see here is we have the new pricing right now. Is we have the Tom Clancy's The Division Standard Edition, and we have the Warlords of New York expansion at the moment as well, and we have the Ultimate Edition. But what we're going to do is we're going to go into this one here, and if we go down to here, this is kind of the new layout. So you can see from the Standard Edition, you get the base game. You actually get Warlords of New York now with the Standard Edition and the level 30 boost. The Ultimate Edition, you get all the same stuff apart from you get the Ultimate Pack and the Year 1 Pass. So there's only kind of two versions of the game now, and at the moment they are extremely cheap. So let's get rid of that and go back to these. Yeah. So they've now removed the world tier system completely, and that kind of made sense when we had level 30, but when the level 40 and Warlords of New York came along, it kind of messed things up a little bit. We kind of went from getting high-end gear to getting, you know, greens, purples and things all over again, and it was just a bit messy. So now that system is completely gone. No having to worry about stronghold, gear levels, or anything like that. That whole system has been taken out. So world tiers have been removed from the game. World tiers and gear score mentions have been removed from the game as well, including the tutorials. Keena's watch is now automatically rewarded with level 40, meaning you don't have to go and kill Keena anymore to unlock it. Targeted loot system is now available at level 40. Raids are now accessible at level 40. Control point alert levels are now available after completing Tidal Basin. Seasonal features such as global events, leagues, and that are all available at level 40 as well, just like we covered before. Global difficulty is now available at level 40. Specializations are still unlocked at level 30, which is quite nice. Gear score has been completely removed from the game, and exotic reconfiguration no longer takes into account gear scores. Item quality has been rescaled, this is huge, and redistributed along with one uniform scale from 1 to level 40, meaning it doesn't get that soft reset at level 30 like it did because we went to Warlords of New York. So that's now gone. Item power and enemy power has been redistributed to include world tier power, which have been incorporated into level 26 to 30, meaning that you still have the need to upgrade your gear as you get more and more powerful. Players can now travel back to DC from New York, meaning you're not stuck in DC anymore either, which is kind of great as well for Warney runs. If you kind of do one solo and you want to come back to DC to do some world events, to do it a little bit quicker, it's going to give some advantages to that as well, which I think is pretty good. Players can, the crafting bench upgrades related to world tiers have been removed completely, and adjusting the story invasions flow. So gear score requirements have been removed from the story related strongholds. I mentioned that just a little bit earlier on, meaning you're not tied to being completely stuck. I know that for new players, sometimes that was a bit tough to kind of get to the right gear score to be able to complete that. So that's been removed completely. And completed invaded missions is no longer a prerequisite for the story invaded strongholds. That will just happen, meaning that that kind of content has become completely optional if you want to do it, and probably slimming down the amount of time it takes for a first-time player to complete the story. Certain commendations have been removed, and they've added new ones to Descent, which is nice. We always like some new commendations, which you can see there. Reach loop 6 in the Descent 3 times. Most people have probably done this already. Beat the Nemesis without equipping any exotic talents. That's new. The level 50 loop Descent reward. Then we've got reroll talents 15 times in Descent, and defeat the Nemesis with a full squad without any of the teammates going down during the run. I don't know if these are going to be, backwards compatible, I should say, or retroactive, because some of them I've done already. I don't know if I'll log in tomorrow and I'll get them already, but I guess we will find out. And then it moves on to the stuff that we kind of tested in the PTS. And to be honest, the PTS was that long ago. I can't really remember if they've actually changed any of this. So hit me up in the comments down below if I get any of this wrong and I've totally forgot about what they've changed. So we've got new stuff. They've definitely the new design here from the shotgun, and we saw that in the trailer that we get here. Hitting an enemy applies -4 movement speed for each pellet that is hit for 5 seconds. Shooting again reapplies the stacks. I don't know why that's a thing, but let's just hope the DPS is good on this thing at least. Anyway, it certainly looks cool, but apart from that, I don't know how much use that is going to be. We've got the Acosta's knee pads. Vaulting, climbing, or dropping from top of an object gives 10% movement speed for 3 seconds. After not moving for 5 seconds, it gives you a 20% boost. When affected by status effects, you get a movement speed boost. I mean, I kind of don't see how they'll be used, but I guess we will see. We've got the breaking point gear set, which comes with the marksman, with the rifle damage and the MMR damage for 2 pieces. 3 pieces gives us headshot damage and weapon handling, and 4 pieces unlocks the on point talent, which I don't believe was very good. It definitely wasn't what I was hoping for, but I guess we'll see. And then we've got the chest and the back talent, the point of no return and the point of honor, cutting down the timer, increasing the timer for more damage, and then it can increase in the damage from the damage bonus as well. So I guess this is going to be a trial and error thing. We'll get some more goes at it and see if it's going to be any good. We've got the new named weapons. They basically, again, amplify damage on you know, with each pellet that's hit, all shotgun ones as well. I've been trying out the Super 90, but I just don't know if it's going to be powerful enough. I don't believe it felt powerful enough in the PTS, but I guess we'll see. And again, I'm not sure if these numbers have changed because of how long ago it was. Diamondback's getting a buff. Be interesting to see how that plays out now. That'll be pretty good. We've got a super casual, I guess, apparel event on the way that's coming as well. If you like them kind of things, a bandana, you know, definitely looks super casual. Not to disrespect over here. I guess we'll see what that turns out to be like. Not my favourite looking one though, but you know, I will complete it nonetheless. Then we've got, that's the apparel event Crossroads, by the way, that's coming. And as normal, nothing changes. You know, level up and you'll get the keys, and you'll probably get 3 extra keys if you've got the premium pass as well. Season pass is nothing's changed here. It's 1,000 premium credits. That will start tomorrow. The first Rogue storyline definitely does intrigue me. The whole story looked great with what we've seen so far. But as usual, 10 weapon skins, 10 gear dice, 2 vanity outfits, and 1 face mask. Pretty gutted it doesn't have emotes on there. I would have loved for emotes to be on there again, but not this time. I wonder what this gun is that this person is holding. Does anyone know what this is? There's no new SMGs, is there? I don't know what that gun is. It's got like a spiky top. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you know what that gun is? Maybe it's just artistic license for it to look cool. I don't know. But that's going to be a fairly small patch. And you know, but obviously we've got the season to grind. And it'd be nice to see the continuation of the story and where we think that's going to go. But I think this is pretty small in comparison to what is coming in the next season, which we'll talk about in the next video. So don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Go and check out my next video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, agents. Goodbye.